What's good, YouTube? This is JMO Graphic, doing another video for you guys, doing a review on the Solo Funds app. I made a previous video about Solo Funds. When I found out about it, I was really excited because it's a peer-to-peer loaning app where you can actually give your peers loans and actually make a percentage back on your money. So it's for people who don't want to go to banks or different loan servicers or get a payday loan and pay those outrageous percentages as far as interest goes. So I'm going to open up the app and show you guys the functionality, show you guys some loans that I've given out, and show you some of my profits, and let you know the pros and the cons of the app and why you should or should not use this app, and just to see if this app is for you. So let's go ahead and log in and show you guys what's been going on in the app. All right, so we are in. So the first thing I'm going to go through is my history right here, and it's going to show you how much money I've lent out so far. So it's been $559.75, and I've borrowed nothing. I'm not a borrower on this app. I'm looking to make my money make money. So I've been giving out loans to try to get back a profit. So this number will always be zero. Right below the total length, you'll see my profit, $40.75. This is what I've made after people have actually paid me back and gave me my proper tip amount. So let's go ahead and scroll down and look through the history and see some transactions that I've done. So one transaction right here with Jonathan. He requested $175. The lender tip was $25.75, and he paid that back. It's a little score right there. That is their solo score. The more people use the app and take out money and keep everything in a good standing, the higher score you get. So it's basically like an online credit score for the solo app. So the higher the credit score, the more likely you are to get a loan. So let's go ahead and scroll down to the next person. So Shanae's completed the order. So she borrowed $77, gave me a tip of $7. And as you can see, it's for all different types of stuff. So unexpected bills, doctor bills, gas. Uh, this person was just building their score. So people borrow money for all types of things. This person, $51 and $5 tip. And as you can see, so people actually do pay back, and they do pay back on time, and they do leave a tip for borrowing the money. Also shows you the amount of loans that they repaid. So this person paid back 2, this person at the bottom 0. Let's go down to the bottom one. This was a canceled one. What happened with this situation is I figured out that you can actually change the tip amount. So their request was $78. So I wanted to change the tip amount to $7 instead of 5, just because that's closer to 10%. But that person declined. I guess they didn't want to pay the extra $2, and that's okay with me because I'm trying to make the most out of my money. So they canceled. Nothing really happens when they cancel. They don't take the money out of your account. It just shows canceled on your history. So these are the successful loans. So 25 bucks, 7 bucks, 5 bucks, 3 bucks. The last one was canceled. Let's go out to current. Let's see what's happening right now. So these are the current loans that I have out right now. So the first one is shows funded because they got the money for $103, and I'm expecting $10 back. So in 4 days, I should expect a deposit of the 103 plus my 10, so 113. And actually, when they give you the money back, it goes directly into your account, which is great. I love that. And this is the first loan underneath, the one that says rolled over. This is the first person out of all the loans who has not paid back on time. So as you can see, they borrowed $103. I'm expecting $15.15 back. They were not paying back on time. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what happens. So it says it's under rollover status. So I'll go ahead and open up rollover and see what it says in there. So it's rollover. A rollover is a 2-week extension to repay an active loan. There's a one-time fee of $5 or 5% of the amount lent, whichever is greater, paid by the borrower to the lender. If the loan is not settled by the end of the rollover process, the loan becomes eligible for collections, and the borrower will be suspended from using Solo until the loan is repaid. So basically, this person has 2 weeks as extension to go ahead and pay me back. And if not, then it goes into collections, and that's all bad for them because that goes on their credit score. And from what I read in the frequently asked questions on this issue is when something goes to collections, unfortunately, you don't get 100% of your money back. You get 70% back of what you sent out. I don't know exactly why that is. I'm guessing this is extra fees or something dealing with the process of collections. It kind of sucks for the person who's giving out the loan But overall, you do get your money back. I don't know how long it takes. This actually just happened not too long ago. They just extended it. So hopefully they pay back so I don't have to go through the whole collections process. But that's pretty much the gist of it as far as the history of what I've sent out, who's paid and who's not paid. I'll go through the navigation with you guys. So if you were interested in the app, you can check it out. So this is the marketplace. This is where everybody actually puts out the loans to request. And as you can see, it's different amounts that people request, up to $428, different lender tips, different due dates. So, is there array of different people, different things, different reasons why they want the loans. I want to go ahead and go to the solo score and go to highest. This is actually how I choose my loans now. I just go ahead and sort it out. And the person with the higher score and also the person with the highest loans repaid, those are the people that you want to go for, because this is almost the equivalent of their credit score. And also, if you look, someone who's paid back 6 loans that has a good score, I don't think they would be likely to mess up their credit, their actual real credit, over one loan for $200. So I'll just go ahead and scroll down. It's a couple people with high scores and no loans, some people with high scores and 3 or 4 loans. So as you can see, we scroll down and it just goes lower and lower because it's sorted out. But this is basically the marketplace. So if you wanted to make money real quick, if you had a little bit of disposable income, you want to go ahead and let someone borrow the money and go ahead and, receive some money back, you definitely could. Also, one little tip is you can actually change the tip amount. I just found out that, not just found out, but I found out later. So basically you can change it up to 10%. So you can go right here, and if you wanted to change just to $20, you could. They have the option to accept or decline, but the highest percentage you can go to is 10%. So anytime you want to give out a loan, I highly suggest you do 10% just to maximize your money. This is just pretty much an update feed to show you what's been going on. They keep you updated on here. So as you can see, the last loan I got paid, it was $25.75. It shows when the loan was funded, and this gives you cool little updates to let you know what's been going on with your app and the program. So to wrap everything up, the pros and cons as a lender. The pros as a lender, this is an opportunity for you to make money. If you have disposable income and you want to put some money out there into the app and, have them pay you a tip for borrowing your money, you can make money. Obviously, as you can see, I've made $40.75 so far. I haven't really done much. I'm just been looking through the app and, trying to find people with good scores and lending out money. It's no real hard work. After a while, of course, that number will add up. I've been moving pretty slow because it's been the beginning, because I was a little skeptical about people actually paying back, but they have been paying back. The cons is some people don't pay back. So far, let's go ahead and count up how many loans I've funded. Let's go to the history. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So no, this last one was canceled. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So out of 4 loans, so far, I have one person, this person at the bottom with the score of 54, who hasn't paid back. So far, I have a 75% success rate. That's okay. I'm waiting to see if they pay back. Hopefully they pay back and I don't have to worry about collections. But that is the downfall. Sometimes people will not pay. One thing you can do to combat that is just make sure you get people with high scores, like this person, Gibson J, 82. As far as their score, and they have 6 loans repaid. The likelihood of them actually paying back is extremely high. So that is definitely somebody you want to go and grab. So I didn't quite do that. There's a couple people with 0 loans, as you can see, that I picked. Another person was that they actually paid back. Denis, I'm sorry. She actually paid back, and she has 0 loans paid back. So just because it's a 0 doesn't necessarily mean they're not going to pay you back, but the likelihood is higher with somebody who does pay you back. So definitely want to make sure you grab somebody with the highest score. So those are the pros and cons. You can make money, but of course somebody might default on the loan and you just have to wait or get paid late or just get paid a percentage of what you put in. For the borrowers, I feel like this is a bigger advantage for the borrowers. If you can look and see, these are all people that are looking for money, and I'm pretty sure at least 90 to 95% of these people are actually going to get the money within the day, because there are plenty of people looking to give out money. So if you have an issue with banks, issue with credits, issue with paying back extremely high percentages of interest, I definitely suggest this for the borrower. I haven't borrowed anything from this app. As you can see, I haven't borrowed anything, but my borrow limit is $100. My solo score is low because, of course, I haven't borrowed any money and paid it back. I'm on the lending side. But if I did need to get a quick $100, I could. I might just borrow $100 just to show you guys how it works. If you guys want to see that, go ahead and drop a comment below. Let me know if that's something you're interested in seeing, so you can see the process from the other side. I feel like this app overall is better for the borrower. You get your money, you put the tip amount up, it's going to be 10% or less. Oh, and also they have an option here where you can actually get gifted. So as you can see right now, this person, let's go to this person. She requested $103. It's a button at the top right that says gift this loan. I'm not going to press it because I don't know if this is actually going to send to her, but you might get lucky and somebody might just want to bless you with the amount of money that you were looking for. So someone can actually gift the loan to you. So if they just want to give you the money with no strings attached, no interest, no tip, they can do that. Also, I highly suggest this app for people who are lending money to your friends. Instead of just having to give your money to a friend or a family member or somebody close to you and just expecting the money back and hoping to get the money back, you just tell them to download the app, put the request on the app, you send them the money on the app, then they are held to some type of accountability. So if they don't pay you back, worst case scenario, they take the hit on the credit. So you don't lose completely, and you also have a collections agency that can go get the money for you. So I feel like this is amazing for like friends and family, because I know a lot of people have issues with borrowing or lending money to people that are close and don't necessarily pay back. So overall, I feel like it's great for the borrower, kind of great for the lender. I'm going to keep lending out money and see how my percentages and my profits fall out. I'm going to keep going and just make sure I'm more specific on who I let borrow money, somebody with a little bit of a better history, and see how much of a profit I can rack up. Also, I'm going to keep you guys updated on the collections process. If you have someone who's borrowed money and didn't pay back and has went into collections, you'll actually be able to look at the videos and stay up to date with me and see what happens when things go into collections. So that's it for now. If you guys have any specific questions about the app or anything dealing with finances, just go ahead and drop a comment below. Make sure you like and subscribe, share with a friend, and please let me know if there's anything else you want to hear as far as like peer-to-peer lending apps. I'm into stock apps as well. I use Robinhood. I use the Stash app. So if you guys are interested in that, I'll go ahead